back into it. We gotta wrap them up. And we got class later. Oh, I'm so burpy. So I can respond to. I gotta send some messages really quick, everyone. This. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, Arctic. Welcome. Just getting some messages sent out. Should be good. And we're back. I finally figured out what was going wrong with the character. Always annoying to encounter a bug. You're like, I spent a good hour and a half trying to solve this bug. Or trying to figure out what's going on, and it just turns out to be a bug. Just how it goes sometimes. Okay, so for the hair, you need to create a head. That should work. Okay, duplicate this, separate it, and this going out to our whole scene collection. Yeah, that's true. At least I did figure it out. What it was the emulator. Frickin' Avatar 3 emulator. Someone was complaining about Avatar 3 emulator a while back. Now I understand. Now I understand. You stole his ball. It's mine now. Oh, got your nose. Right about there. It's not quite the same. Gives a good idea of the edits we're looking to make. Maybe we can just delete these to start with. I was working on a shape key, of course. All right. I think that's pretty good. Only exception is I'd like to bring this in, or maybe it's better to take the glasses. And bring them out. Okay. Something like that looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit further back, a little bit closer to the ear. Wait. Oh, I did it again. Probably right about there, so. Excuse me. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. It's a good start. And we can go ahead and unwrap it. Pretty straightforward wrapping. We'll go with that. And the whole thing. And these can go in here. And as well. All right. Then we'll actually apply the solidify, which is going to break it a little. We're going to get this edge in the middle, which we don't want. So we'll delete it. Brittany Nation. The fact I followed this account like 3 years ago, but never tuned into a stream until now. Well, welcome. Hello, hello. I've been going for a while. And we'll grab the island border. Unwrap. Boom. Interesting. These edges here. Well, we mostly work on VR chat avatars, which if you have an interest in those, we do a lot of them here. We do a lot of them. What happened if I turned your glass upside down with the earth explode? I hope not. I certainly wouldn't be able to see. I think that's the only guarantee I can offer. There was an experiment the university did where they gave people glasses that inverted their vision, so it flipped it upside down and mirrored it to the other side. It's like a special pair of glasses they were wearing. And apparently it only takes your brain a week to completely adapt to it. Where it just feels like normal vision after a while. Hello, Foxy. Welcome. All right, so the real question is, where to put the thing? This thing. Thankfully, it looks like we actually have a bunch of space to put it. That's awesome. Excuse me. Correct. This is a client commission. So most of the time I'm working on commissions here. That may be changing over the next few weeks, but for now, that's usually what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to copy this. Copy, save. And that should be good. I'm going to go to our painting version. Here. But yeah, this is a client commission. This is the avatar right here. We're very, very close to finished. Very close. I indicate what to say for some reason. No, that's no problem. It's not a requirement to entertain me in any way. Oh, funny. They shrank, but they don't disappear. Need to create a something else to hide those. That's right. Wings. One more tweet. Yeah. Check it out. He's got a lot of physics. Mucho physics. Well, thank you. This will be 2 weeks almost exactly, or 10 days of work. Oh, his outfit didn't appear. Tools. Enable the emulator. I guess I turned off the gesture emulator. That's probably what it was. There we go. Yeah, it's got some physics. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'd be able to like use in VR chat. This is a private commission, so it won't be available publicly. But I appreciate the interest. But I'm hoping to make a bunch of avatars for sale. Hey, bouncy. Welcome back, Corn. Welcome back. So we got the hair card here. What I'd like to do, this will be the low poly version, so I'll put it right there. I'm going to duplicate this and send that over to the high poly hair here. So we'll just copy the material. And we're going to give this a bevel. Bevel weight. And then copy the bevel from these guys. Should have a bevel. There we go. All right. Much cleaner, much smoother. That's going to be the high poly version. Go ahead and export Substance Painter v2. Painter, hair. We have to do 2 versions. This will be the exploded version. Hey, Mr. Miguel in Miguelini 1. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. We have to do this one. Base hair. And then, no, should have been the high poly. Then I do this, then I take this. This is the, there. And then it needs a displace. Good enough. Which we'll copy to selected and overwrite the final object, the cage. Now we have to do the clip version. So push them all together. This is the hair clip cage. It's just the hair clip. And then this is the hair clip by Poly. Confusing, but manageable. Ooh. Now we'll open the hair clip first because we need to bake that. I think we did do it this way, right? I might have done it the other way. Oh, refresh. That's the wrong material. And the wrong material. So back to hair here. We need to copy this hair to it. So this is hair clip. Hair clip cage. All right, here, refresh. There we go. Good stuff. We won't be able to see that gap, but it does prevent any gaps on the side, which we did get a few right here instead. So, good stuff. Now let's bake. Good stuff. So now everything is baked. Ooh. Chunky. It already looked like that in here. A little, yeah. Why is that? Shouldn't be that bad. Let's turn on the high poly hair. And oh, well, that explains it. We're getting some clipping. Okay, that's not going to work, unfortunately. So we'll actually take out the weight completely. These ones. And instead of doing that, let's just literally move it forward. Should be able to see the displace and edit mode. That's fine. All right, close the high poly, re-export the cage, refresh the mesh mode, bake, and bake again. Much cleaner. All right, there is also the shirt bake issue. That's fine. New Avatar News Decay. So this does export directly to the project. Why is it different? It's because it still looks different. It looks weird. Why is that? Because the normals are getting doubled up. Because I'm importing the normals still from our other project, which also needs to be rebaked, which is the normal non-clip. And these are the spaced ones, which we also need to re-export one more time. So out. Here we go. This is the cage version, I believe. No? Yes? Yes. So, spaced cage right there. Boom. Then turn off the displace. Normal. And that's it. That's all we need to do. Go back here, mode, bake, refresh. We want to update that cage. These guys, bake. Yeah, much better. All right, save that. Export the textures. Save. Back to the clip version. Yeah. That was wrong. Why was that wrong? I don't know. Because the hair was completely black on the hair. It should not look like that. Normals flipped? No. See the mesh right there? It shouldn't be black. Normals baked. Those look good. Those look good. Better. Okay. Solid black. Okay, so there's something happening here. What are we exporting? Just our mesh maps, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I was doing in this file, because we're just exporting the mesh maps directly. It's always a question of like, what was I doing in that file before? I don't remember. 4 days ago. All right, but this should be the spaced exports. When I do this, so I can see which ones we just exported. 14. Why none of these are? Did I not export them? Back and forth. Back and forth. Snip, snap, snip, snap. Hello, Nammers. Welcome, welcome. Should be able to tell visually. because we have this chunk in the middle. So this is the one I want. For this section, and I want the normals. So that's what we're adding in here, right? Yeah. So take this one, drop it here, texture, import, get rid of that. Formula. Should be this one. Perfect. Okay, so now the normal's super crisp. Look at that. Get this really nice edge there. Love it. And now we can save all this, go back to our main file, take this hair chunk we've made, apply the mirror. Everything's already rigged, already UV mapped. We have the correct material. We can just merge it directly with the head. Get rid of our reference. Our triangle count is good. Go ahead and export it. And as one of the faces does this, and we want to say face, triangulate. Okay. There we go. Crispy. There's a crispy edge. And then we can export these textures. It'll be even cleaner than before. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And now we got the sideburns in. I should also just double check by taking the head and shaking. well, we know it works. All right, good. Sideburns done. That was a rapid edit. Okay. Change these to world physics so they shouldn't be flapping around. For the body, our custom bones on our wings, we rotate them. Obviously the base moves. I don't think we actually want that, because I want to be able to scale this bone to 0 and get rid of the wing completely. So in order to update that, we need to go into, first let's grab the wings, pop them off. Weight paint, grab this bone, and clear this weight, grab this bone, and move the weights over. That should have mirrored. Okay, good. So now it does move with that. But we should be able to take this bone, scale it to 0. We don't see the wings at all anymore. That's good. Then we actually, I'm just going to, just to confirm that, hide all the wing bones right here. Invert the groups. Delete unlocked groups. And unlock all groups. Okay. Now they really don't have any influence from anything else. Recombine it with the body. export them. And then what we'll do is adjust their ability to move. We're going to scale down the limit at the very end of the bone so that the base doesn't move, which actually should make some nicer behavior in general, but also prevent them from because now they actually do disappear when they're off. Hello, Nog Violin. Welcome. Welcome back. Ooh. All right. So now for our body, shake them. That's actually pretty good already. Just want to confirm that, yeah, okay, they are popping off, that we can see that the base is separating. We don't want that. So what we'll do is we'll add an angle limit of 90, and we'll set it to this. So now the base of the wings doesn't move pretty much at all. Just came in. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. You're here this morning. Good stuff. Now wing L. Copy. Paste component values. Switch this back to the right wing, literally. And that's good. Okay, now the wings can hide. Actually turn them, disable them completely. Next, another texturing issue on the clothing itself. So there's something weird in the arm right here. What's that? What the fuck is that? Thankfully, oh no, it's the sunglasses. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Okay, what we have to do is go back to painting version. We have to take the clothing here, look at the UV map, take the sunglasses, rotate them, and move them down here. I'm assuming that will work just to ensure. Perfect. All right. Undo the mirror. All right. Now we've got our clothing. It's just our standard clothing. So FBX export up to subset painter into the clothing, overriding the base. Boom. And turn on the displace. Overwrite the page. Back to painter. Refresh the mesh. It moves good. And then we just need to rebake. Which this one usually crashes if I have Unity open. So, and Chrome, anything other than painter. Excuse me. Just going to go back to painting mode, and we're going to make folder the very top called. Then we'll take literally everything, stuff it into that folder, and turn it off. One of my biggest gripes with baking in Substance Painter is it wants to do the preview. It wants to like preview everything. I guess we could set it to something else, just normal. But it really shouldn't, because it always crashes. That should be everything. Go ahead and bake. And voila, that is fixed. Turn this back on. Load. Oh, Jesus. Forever. Okay, before we export completely, there's one other edit we need to make. So the lines that we made here, these little edges, I like how they look, but they're on everything. They should not be on the boots or the leggings, just be on the body. So we'll add a paint layer, very top, set it to multiply. And do that. Bring it back on the chest only. And really just chest, not even the arms yet. We do want it on the arms though, but we'll have to do that through slightly different means. What we'll do is put another fill layer with the stripes again. And these are the sleeves right here. So we'll do is move this down onto the sleeve. And we'll do this through the UV. This, no repeat, that way it's constrained. And why is that still there? Oh, that's why. Oh, gotcha. Okay. It's because we need to remove these two, go to the mesh map here. Search for new. Refresh these. So annoying to, I do not like how locked in the bake is. It'd be so much easier if you can do edits on top of the bakes, but you have to really, such a manual process to extract those. And then it does an update. Silly. Silly Billy. Actually, no. Put it back on this side because it's exactly the same. One of the reasons I want to try Marmoset Tool Bag, it has some good features for fixing bakes. I'm surprised at how limited it is here on Substance Painter. It's just, I expected more. Should be better. Better. Would also like a nice edge right where these meet, just so it feels a little bit more natural with how these sections are sectioned off. So what we'll do is on top of this, take a template flat layer, drop it right here. We'll call this shirt seam, something like that. Add a bevel. Should be a generator. Filter. I believe we can just push it, or we have to just do a quick paint on everything first. Then we can begin to bevel it. Set it to subtract. Right up there. Smooth. And same thing as before. Add a paint. Set it to multiply. Grab everything. And now we can paint right in edge. All right. Not a fan of the color. Just do height. Push it in well. All right. Export textures. Oh. One more texture editing thing to do. That is here on the body. Body has an outline for, we have a way to control the size of the outline through a mask. And it's this mask right here. And we can kind of see the influence. I believe we're already using it. Should be. But I'd just like to add it to to the lips would be nice. I think we'll do a lower opacity because we don't want it gone completely. We just want less influence. Also on the tongue. Anything that's just a little finer detail. That should be it for those. Excuse me. refresh the material. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on. Man, it feels like every day I'm just working around some new Unity bug. Oh, that's new. It's frustrating too, because I would have been done before lunch, I think, if I hadn't found that bug. Can't, can't waste time thinking about that. We have a little bit of clipping there. Hello, Sky. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Just about done with this character. Just about. It's looking super good. I just fix that thigh harness. Now I would just like to look at the lips and mouth when they're open. So we'll get rid of the gesture manager for the moment. Drop in the avatar emulator. Play. Oh yeah, before the weekend. I'm ready. My body's ready. Yeah, much cleaner. Really good. But the eyes, are they round? Because they look square. Or should I say, do they always need to be round? The two main methods for making eyes are like standard eyes with a sphere. So this is a sphere eye. And I'm using a shader to give it depth. The Poyomi shader has a height map you can give it. And it kind of gives it a nice look. The other main method that eyes tend to use are the follow me eyes. And so those are faked eyes. You see them a lot on very stylized characters, usually like anime characters. And basically, instead of having an eyeball, the cavity for the eye is just hollow, and there's a little like card or like a cutout for the pupil floating in that space. Flat eyes, basically. And it's usually pushed back a little bit, and that pushing it back gives it the perception that it's following you. Like there's an it's an illusion. Though they still move too, usually. So they kind of get both, where you can have like some blend shapes to move them. Yeah, I can kind of show you really quick in here. I make a new file. Basically, this. We've got this object. Kind of looks like it's following you, or like looking at you. This is the way. Like it always kind of looks like it's looking at the camera. Have to keep an eye out for those. um, it's a simple effect, but very effective. Alrighty, I think it's time for another test in VR. Um, all right, I'm going to upload. And while it's uploading, I'm going to go to the restroom. So, but those are the two main methods. Other than that, it would probably be some sort of shader trickery. There's not many other places to go with trying to make eyes. Okay, I'll be back while that's uploading. Got to get that VRC playtime in somehow. I've returned. Hello, hello. Good to know that Poyomi has a special thing for the eye height. Map thinking. In the player talking about Sam testing obvious is probably most of his VRC playtime. I'm sorry. Yeah, it really is these days. These days. Because when I want to do VR stuff, I'm only thinking of Resonite now. Oh, thank you, Namers. No computer found. I don't believe that. I don't believe you. Booba's still moving around when I walk. Not much I can do about that. I could add some limits so they're not all over. Good. Okay, at least I'm standing up straight now. Right, seems correct. Twist bones are working. All right, arms look good. Shoulders aren't crushing into themselves. Ooh, oh. Look at that. What's going on right there? Very good, though. I think everything's kind of coming together now. Still blink your expressions? Yes, I do. Yeah, that's fine. I think everything's working. Perfect. Code names, veto. And I can turn off the gloves, the hat, glasses. Harness. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. This looks great. Okay. Blade hands. I think everything feels to be around the right size. Hooves are got material on them. Okay. Very cool. Okay. We're gonna ship this off. Good afternoon. Hello, Ray. Good afternoon to you too. Really wish VRC had some sort of avatar puppeteering support so you could make creatures that aren't restricted so much by the humanoid rig. I 100% agree. That is actually one of my big excitements for Resonite. Blurriest camera imaginable. You're not wrong. Let's see. Just because this focus is always on. All right. Yeah, once Resonite has custom IK systems, I'll be making big monsters, big monster puppets. That sounds so much fun. I want to make dragons. Really like that slide, relax, smooth brush. It's the best. It saves me so much time. There's a few other tools like that. There's like you can select the vertex and it smooths in like a radius, but it's an add-on. I don't know the name of it. I prefer the manual touch because it gives you a little bit more control. There we go. I think we're good. I'm gonna get this over to the client now. I'm gonna do the thumbnail tomorrow. Oh, shouldn't have done that, but used to move single vertices one by one. Well, at least there's precision. You know, gives you that understanding how to make something precisely. But I'm glad you don't have to do that anymore. Now I feel upgraded. This should not be in there. Neither should anything for silent. Oh, okay. It's just, I always forget. Every time I turn the quest on and off, it always wants to do that. But it freaks me out every time. Okay, why is it still hanging on to Kumari's animations? It must be one of these blend trees. Yes. So I think I can just delete this folder. We should be fine. Yeah. I don't even need any of these. VRC Fury has really simplified a lot of the assets that I require. It's very nice. Why does it want Silac though? It shouldn't need this folder at all. It's two. The reason I'm looking so intently at this export is sometimes it gives you clues that assets are being shared between avatars. Like, just because I have so many, sometimes if I bring assets between them, they get convoluted, but it should be fine. Okay, 01. How do you conduct your classes? Is it like a shared screen over Discord? Exactly. Yeah, we do a private Discord, and usually it's an hour of lecture and then 2 hours of hands-on work. So we'll be going over UV mapping for today's class. But I'm going to be opening up a new intro class in about a week and a half. I'm going to start signups then. So we'll be shooting for doing actually 2 intro classes, really, because we'll have a morning one, an afternoon one, and then a third class, which will be an advanced class. So it's going to be a lot of my income. I'm transitioning from doing commissions to doing classes because I think it's a little bit more scalable, and I get to work on personal projects a little bit more often. How full do they get? Right now, we have about 10 students. I would expect roughly 10 students per class. So somewhere around there. But more than enough room for everyone, I would say, if your concern is how full they are. Oh goodness, sorry. tickle. I'll be right back. I heard advanced classes sounds intriguing. Yes, so basically the advanced class, I don't haven't finalized it completely, but it'll definitely go over retopology, or at least multi-res retopology. I will be in about a week and a half. Once we're about halfway through the current class, we'll open up an advanced class for signups, and then continuing to do intro classes to bring in new people. I have a feeling the intro class will probably be my most popular, just because people will at least want to see how it works. And then we will do a third level, I guess, be intro, medium, and then like very advanced stuff like making materials and things like that. And then the other option that I've been thinking about is just straight up tutorship. So it'd be a little bit pricier, but just like, it doesn't matter what the class is. We're just focusing on your avatar, and working through making that avatar. So like an hour of tutoring or something. So I'm gonna, again, the whole goal is to kind of do that as my main profession, and then also make products as well. Because I like doing commissions, but they're just limited by how much time I have. Making materials, will that require having Substance Painter? No, I'm going to be doing I'm going to be switching over to Instamat. And then when I say materials, I'm actually more referring to the Unity side of things. So how to make custom shaders in Unity. Yeah, because that's a little bit more applicable. Substance is cool, but you can't use. It'd be good to see how you can make custom things, and what a UV map is, how to blend different UV maps together, different materials. So yeah, I'm glad you guys are excited. Yeah, that's awesome. It's just things I've been rattling around in my head, so good to get them out, see what people think of them. Download Instamat yesterday. Have yet to try it out, but it is something I'm going to learn. Yeah, same here. Next week will probably be a big. I'm gonna try to turn my attention to finishing my hair groom stuff product, and then making something in Instamat so I can learn it. Substance Painter is just something I don't want to have to buy, and you shouldn't. Adobe sucks. I will be moving completely away from Adobe moving forward. All my subscriptions run out in like 5 days, so it's time. Whether I want to or not, I have to now. I've ripped the Band-Aid. I have Instamat installed and ready to go through. Actually, I have time today. It's 4 now. I'm finishing up the character. Maybe we'll download it and start messing around with it right now. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was 10 days ago. I didn't see. No. I'll have to respond to him. But it did not show up in my thing. That's weird. Yeah. Let's go. Could be nice to share our Instamat on a channel, maybe. Oh, absolutely. Oh. Pop my neck. Been trying for years. If a company I work for asks me and provides a license, I'll do it. Otherwise, I avoid it when possible. And yes, some of some features, but I can also now afford to eat, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I think yeah, looking over, I was spending a very sizable amount of my income on Photoshop, and you know what? They can get fucked. I hope their stock price just falls off a cliff and they all go bankrupt. I have Photoshop, but I'm thinking about canceling it. There's a lot of alternatives for Photoshop now, a lot of free ones too. Um, there's a learning curve to new software, but it'll save you money. Or the seven C's await. I use Krita plus Affinity to replace Photoshop. Is Affinity the kind of Illustrator one? Is it inevitable that Adobe will fail? I mean, it seems the trend in so many companies now where, because they have to like growth of year after year after year, like growth is our only option, where they reach a point where they've actually probably reached their max audience. So they start turning inward and they just doing everything they can to extract value out of their current user base. And it's pretty despicable because they just stop creating new things and they just try to, I don't know, highway robbery. It's like, it's very, Houdini is one of the few companies that I've seen where year after year they're coming out with new cool shit. And they're not like a subscription totally makes sense for Houdini because year after year after year they're pushing the bar and they're coming out with cool new stuff. What Photoshop has not changed. They've only taken features away. I Critter GIMP also own Open Canvas, but I'm not sure how well it compares. I mean, if you get stuff done, that's what matters. Affinity has Designer, Illustration Pixel Mix, Photo, more pixel based, and some other tools. One-time purchase license. People realize this way of doing ends up not helping the industry 100%. Because making more than enough profit to keep going is obviously not enough. It has to grow more every year. Hello, Rotata. Welcome. I mean, look at Procreate, right? It's like they kind of killed it with their illustration, and then their illustration app, and so they're like, okay, let's just make a new app that offers additional stuff with the animation. It's not like that makes so much more sense. Like, do something new. Do something new. You don't have to like try to just squeeze the same sponge endlessly. It is great IMO, free and no reason not to. Also has animation stuff, and you can paint normal maps as an actual normal space responding to brush strokes. Oh, interesting. All kinds of niche fancy stuff hidden in there. I was doing some diffusion stuff in there a while back. It was pretty good. Just taking some screenshots for the client here. 1 second, just sending a message here. Upload steps, exactly. Making sure the client has everything they need to get the character uploaded. Some people have some experience uploading, but others don't. So I think I just generally have to assume people don't, just in case. Window. Hello, welcome back, Foxy. Kind of excited. Creators made a new outfit for my avatar, and I get to put that on tonight. Nice. Drawing with a mouse. Whew, there we go. Foxy from Lindy's server? Who's Lindy? Yeah, guess not. Lindy's an avatar creator. that should be good. Whew. All right, I'm gonna close this. Drawing with a mouse. Guy at art school in my class was a master of that art. He somehow made it look easy, making things look better than people on a tablet. So, you know, some people have that hand-eye coordination. I think they have an engineer's mind. Speaking of drawing with a mouse, do you use drawing tablet for 3D sculpting? If so, which drawing tablet do you use/recommend? I would recommend something inexpensive. There are a lot of really good, affordable tablets out there. I would recommend avoiding anything Wacom. Personally, do not get a Wacom tablet. I think that they are just a scam at this point. Here, this one is a Gaomon tablet. Personally, I'd probably actually get one smaller than this. It doesn't have a display or anything. It's just a sensitive one. But you can see the space that I use. I don't know. It's the smudge right here. I don't know how clearly that shows up, but like I really only use that much space. So maybe one smaller than this. Yeah, Gaomon, Gaomon. But there's a lot of cheap Chinese tablets out there. And again, I think that they're pretty good. Yeah, Wacom is a disaster. Do not get Wacom. They're the worst. I have gotten 3 or 4 Wacom tablets over the course of my life, and they've all been such a huge pain. Can't even begin to describe. The drivers always break. Always. Chat is freeing P. Diddy. Because you know that ain't a party like a Diddy party. Here. I'm just thinking of a guy called Fox. Good to know. I see. All right, back to no more looking at my face. Get that thing out of here. Let's download Instamat. Not too involved in recommendations, hyping things, but I agree with Sam. My Intuos A3 size thing is very pricey, and it's super sucky, and Blender also causes extra lag due to its drivers. There are yeah, I would just start with something simple. Honestly, if you could find a Windows tablet, like an iPad alternative that's Windows, that hooks up with your computer, that'd probably be the best bet. Because that way you could take it and go draw off your computer. But then if you could also hook it up to your computer and use it like a tablet, that would probably give you the best of both worlds. I bet there's some for like $300, like small ones. I'm satisfied with XP Pen. Yeah, I've really only tried this Gaomon one, and that's pretty much it. All right, let's get this. Get it for free. Gosh darn right, I'm gonna get it for free. Yes. I click. I have to log in first. Make an account first. I have some words for XP Pen. Sign up. Sorry guys, just signing up for Instamat. Got to do the login stuff. All right. Now it's Insta LOD. I would like to get the program. I'm ready. Okay, what button do I need to click? I would like, oh, here we go. I'm just scrolling past it. It's available to those less than 100,000, yes. Log in. Wait, this is the Pioneer license. Give me the free one. You want to share your login? Get your account, go to your license manager. All right. Well, I guess I shouldn't show my license, huh? License manager. Click all the things. Clicking. Where is the license manager? Okay, that's interesting. So I had to what did I do? I had to go click on their cloud option. And now it's there. Okay. Yes, give me. Give it to me. Abstract ID. Sorry, back and forth. Here. But if I click this, it takes me to the home page. Oh, license management. I swear it wasn't there a second ago. Fake. I'm clicking it. Need some Adobe alternatives. Hello, Electro. Welcome, welcome. Trying so hard to get it for free. It really wants me to do the $10 one. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay. So I kept seeing the money here, and just immediately my brain would turn off. So it's Instamat Pioneer license. I was like, I see money. Get out of here. But then they give you the discount. And so your total is 0. I feel like anyway, it'd be a little more straightforward. It's purchased with 100% discount. I don't particularly care for that, but I guess I'll All right. Oh, well, there we go. Okay, it was for free. Download invoice. No, just give me my license, please. Email contain the details. Was sent blah blah blah. Oh, my brain. There we go. Holy shit. All right, it's downloading now. Not read the agreement, I must say, but I have not heard anyone having to sacrifice their firstborn to train an AI, or, well, things you usually hear from Adobe. Not yet, at least. Not yet. I've already given away my firstborn just the other day. I'm already giving away my secondborn. Winning this race. No fair. All right, almost there. Almost there. Almost. There we go. I'm just going to do this really quick. Okay, so blah, 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 license stuff. It's fine. It looks fine. There we go. Perfect. Finish. I think what we'll do is we're going to use some files I already have that I did for a substance project. We'll just try to see what we can do with it. What we can do with it. Expected it to open. Yes, it is. I just saved my password. Oh. right, data sharing. Share your data with Abstract and Instamat. No. Never sell any third-party data. Currently not collecting data, it's trying to get your consent. Sure. Notice how this box too big for the screen, the OK button is too low to click. All right. I felt like that installation process was definitely a little rough. But I can live with it. I suppose the layering is what I want. Asset texturing. We'll call this skull. And I'm going to select the mesh. Go to my products, skull. Just extract it from here. Please choose a template. Category. Type multi-material. Copy mesh to package. Bake mesh on creation. Got our skull. Go ahead and save it. And product skull. We'll do new folder. Instamat. Sure. All right. So what can we do? Getting late over here on HubSpot to watch a movie. Have a nice rest of your day. Sound good, Arctic. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. We'll catch you later. Bye, Arctic. Bye. Your box is just fine. Which box? The same issue. I had to enable taskbar hiding it to press it well. We'll see you Monday, Arctic. See you Monday. Man, it's Friday already. Package management, viewport, layering windows. Guess I'm kind of expecting the same thing. Click here to visit Instamat YouTube tutorial. Watch layering. Take the material mesh data. Mesh. Take mesh. So this is the mesh, but fake.
Can supply the high poly source mesh and choose the resolution for the baked texture maps.
It's the first block we agree to sharing data.
Choose the resolution that you'll be mainly working in. For this example, our asset will be viewed at 2K resolution. Now we are presented with the mesh baking panel.
I didn't see that.
We can supply the high poly source mesh.
I didn't see that. Mesh baking is a window. Cool. Okay. I can use my GPU. Let's do a 4K bake. That's fine. Source mesh. Pick local file. local file, and we'll do small high poly. And sure, let's go for it. This is where the stream crashes. What does baking do? Mine crashed to this point. Baking is the process of taking a very high resolution object. Oh, there we go. Speaking of Sky, um, taking a very high resolution object and baking it onto your lower resolution object. So if you have like a skull, in my case, with tons and tons of detail, but that's not what we're going to use in game. So you want to extract those details onto the simpler version. So you get the quality without the geometry. I'm going to turn off super sampling. So if I look at this mesh here, like this one's very low resolution. You can kind of see the pixels in there. But the high poly version has like tiny, tiny, just an intense amount of details. I don't need those. Or I don't want them, because it'll take too long. And store results in package. When enabled, the bake results stored in the current package. Sure. PNG, yeah. Super sampling, none. That's probably why it crashed, the super sampling. I'm gonna keep everything the same except keep the super sampling off. See if that makes a difference. It pre-calculates certain data things into a different format, usually image for texture bakes, but you can also bake other types of data into other things. Load an FBX from my avatar and hit bake, no idea what will happen. If it's just it by itself, usually it'll just kind of try to do its best, but it's not going to get like extra detail. But ambient occlusion is still useful to bake because you don't want to calculate that in real time. That's concerning. Let's see what the community's got to say. Bake, crash. Bake, crash. Baking. Maybe it doesn't like FBXs. Let's try turning off our preview. as much as we can. Preview quality, low. We'll set this to 64. Doesn't save my mesh baking data, which is a little annoying. I want to bake it. I want to be able to, I should be able to bake at 4K. Should be able to bake at 4K. That would be a problem if I could not. I read that their baking was in development. It could be that because I have, let's just close other stuff. It could be because I have the stream on. All right, last time we tried the GPU, let's try the CPU. Just booted up. I'm overwhelmed by the stuff it offers. I see noodle options. I'm excited by the spaghetti. Baked finish. Let's go. Oh. Let me know if the stream starts lagging. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it's just the GPU that's crashing. Well, I suppose that might be too early to say, but chose GPU for mine, 4070 Ti Super. I also did turn down the preview this time. That's a problem I would have with Substance, where leaving the preview, the viewport preview on, would crash it when I baked. There we go. Leave that on. Find it telling. That don't look right though. Don't look right. That don't look right at all. Got some of the detail, but it's kind of cool actually. I like how that looks. But it's definitely wrong. Is that my preview or my UVs just destroyed? Window. Channels. Can I see my UVs here? Active material, default. No layer selected. I guess let's make a layer. Layer projection, triplanar. Oh, that's kind of nice. Visualization of usage. Okay. Well, we can see the preview, and then clearly that's not right. Looks kind of pretty though. I actually really like how that looks. It's broken, but it's interesting. And I'm pretty sure the skull's fine. A work of art. And I got some things correct. So my guess is the ray distance is incorrect. So set this back down to 256. Save. Go back to mesh baking. And let's look at our outwards ray length. Ignore back faces, that'd be good. Leave on. Average normals. Oh, the cage mesh was on. Maybe I require a cage. Let's just try it this way for now. You have to clear your undo history. At least I'm gonna leave that warning on because that would be worth remembering. Hope and a prayer. Hope and a prayer. Broken in a beautiful way. Aren't we all? Some funkiness. The resource in the name skull default name includes already exists. Repeat for all. You want to replace an existing resource or keep both? Oh. That's actually awesome. If you can do multiple bakes and save them all in one file, that's very useful. And I'm going to replace. Because then you could do. Yeah, I like that. A lot of times I need to do multiple bakes, blend them together. And that I don't need to see. All right. Not much better. So I'm going to have to assume that I require a cage. Meshes with the specified suffix will be used as a cage mesh, underscore cage. Let's go into our files here. We have underscore cage. Oh, it's almost the same name. I'm just going to copy and paste it. And just name it with the lowercase c. Oh, they are the same. So it should be using this. Well, that's just Windows telling me that. Okay, fine. Then I will delete that and just rename this one. This time I'm going to lower the resolution so it makes it a little faster. For class, are we going to be shaping the character more before or after the UV unwrapping? It won't matter. We'll do basically it at the same time. And the majority of what I'll be teaching for the UV unwrapping will just be what is the proper way to do it, but it will apply either at any point. extra animation. That'd be cool. Still Garbo. When I see the UVs, I would like to. I mean, I can kind of see them here. Hmm. Ah, that's interesting. It was using a mesh that it imported. It was not using the actual mesh in that file. It was using one it had saved into the project. So that actually could explain it. Why it was similar but a little broken is if they did some sort of if it changed things. So now it's actually the correct mesh for the target mesh. That could be it. One more button to click. One more setting to tweak. When I'm in MR, I feel like this is too much effort for my normals Instamat, but I'll try. The baking is still baking, still being worked on. That could be an option. Okay, right. Please. Very curious to know if the problem is the CPU. That'd be surprising, though. Outwards ray length and percentage of the bounding sphere of the source mesh. Let's turn this up. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do 20. Inward ray length. I'm going to turn that up too. Big. It does look like the rays just aren't reaching the model. I'm scared. Someone hold my hand. The undo history will be cleared. It's scaring me. It's hiding under my bed. That is definitely a surprising thing. Like, you better be prepared. Well, it changed. It did change this time, so there's that. This looks like it's sampling the inside of the skull. So I think we'll put this back down. I'm going to put this all the way up. Outwards ray length. Inwards ray length. 0. And ignore back faces is on. Ready. Feels like Blender already. Insta crash on my bake. The GPU baking has never worked for me yet. It hasn't even, yeah, it doesn't even get going. It just immediately goes kaput. With the normal, no additional settings. targeting mode. All source meshes. That is what I want. Format preview PNG. Oh, let's try JPEG. Maybe it's just the format broken. Broken. Okay, I got another 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna take a. Then I'll be ending the stream for this, and then an hour after that we'll be starting the class. But I'm gonna take a little restarino before we get into the class later. But if I have to go and bake in Blender instead of Substance Painter, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. You don't even know. You don't even know. Blender baking will be the future soon. EV next. Let's go. Blender works good, right? It's not bad. It's not bad. Certainly feels a bit of a step up than this. It was pretty rough. I mean, it really should just work. And what's weird is that it is working. Like we can see parts of it are working, but then it just kind of breaks a little. Not just a little, it just breaks. All right, just in case, let's review the models and see if it's something there. I don't think it is because I don't have any problem with them for substance, but perhaps it's an FBX format issue. That would be surprising. Like all these. Blender multi-res normal bigs are the fastest high-res I've seen. For real. For real. Believe it. And that sure looks like exactly what you'd want. Right there. Right there, right there. And if we go to the UVs, those look pretty darn good to me. All right, well, we eliminated that as an option. I guess I'll just try the GPU one more time and hope that that's the issue. Because for the way it's breaking, it's not like it's garbled or something. It's doing fine up to a certain point, and then it just breaks. So there's something about that. I wonder. It's just underscore cage, skull underscore cage. That should work. Unless it's grabbing this file. I don't even know what that is. Aspen. I delete those. That's where I put the ass. No. Ass. It's probably gonna crash. Three, two, one. Oh, that time it worked. And it worked. Interesting. Okay, so the CPU breaking. So here's the trade-off. If you bake with GPU at a high resolution, it crashes. But if you bake with the CPU, it actually is broken. I wonder if it was the PNG format though, because I switched it to JPEG. So is it the resolution or is it the file format? Great. Let's try JPEG one more time. 4K. And if this doesn't work, then I have to assume that it's actually the stream that's crashing it. So that would happen with Substance sometimes. Yeah, that worked. Okay. It seems to be the PNG. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. But the loading bar was moving. Yeah, I'll give it another shot after we close the stream. I'm gonna give up for tonight. Getting late. Good luck with the investigation, detectives. Enjoy your evening, Stardom. Thank you for hanging out. We'll catch you later. Thank you. I will. It should be fun. Ooh, it lost all my settings. Bullshit. Um. Oh. Oh wait. No, this is not even the file I had. Oh. Weird. Where'd my project go? Interesting. So an Instamat project can have multiple assets in it. Definitely feels new. I want to create a submenu. Is it create VR chat expressions menu? Correct. Expression menus are kind of generic, and you turn one of them into you can turn any one of them into another submenu. So submenus and expression menus are all the same. It just depends on if you slot it in or not. It still has this weird package ID. I don't want it to have a package ID. I want it to use my file. What happens if I just drag in my skull? Can I do that? Replace. And let's see, now when I go to baking, still has this package ID. Okay, so I guess I can't quite do that. Right? Then I will what happens if why don't I try putting in the high poly in here too? Is it going to show both of them? Are they both in here now? Will that be a problem when I try to bake? Will it load? Okay. I'm getting a little bored of doing this at the moment. But is it here in the file? If I delete this one, yeah, might as well. What am I looking at here? This is the high poly? No, wait. What is this? Where is this coming from? Generic. Okay. We'll do that some other time. Is there something from Instamat that goes with Blender? They have some add-ons for some other things. I don't know about Blender itself. I'm a bit unsure. Excuse me. But we're going to call it here. I'm going to go get some rest in before class starts. We're going to be focusing on UV unwrapping today and just continuing our work on our characters. But thank you all for hanging out. Hope everyone's having an amazing Friday so far. Not done yet. We'll be getting into the last hours of it soon. And then it's the weekend. Take care. Have fun in class. I will. Thank you, Ray. See you all soon. Bye, Sky. Bye, Corn. Bye, Ray. Bye, Snardom. Bye, anyone else that's lurking out there. I hope you're all having an amazing Friday. And definitely enjoy your weekend. See you Monday. Bye. Or see you, students. I'll see you later. See everyone else Monday.